Good morning, everyone. My name is Christine Cervantes.
This is Casey, your HR body talent.
My name is Karen.
This is Hannah. I'm AJ.
If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Ken Collier.
We are here today to talk about what can virtual assistants do for you.
Working from home has been working out well.
As a business owner, we're so busy growing our company. We're building, where we don't even get a chance to step away to kind of look at our business from the outside, looking in to see where we really need to fit.
When you have someone helping you around, you just finish things on time. You save time and you save effort. Okay. Hello, there you go. Oh, I think a while ago there was no audio. So once again, welcome. Good evening here at iShare Buddy Talks, iShare Buddy Live. Round two. Take two. Okay, and of course, again, we're now at a new time slot, which is 10 o'clock in the evening. And I'm really happy because we're starting to do this regularly and we're trying to guest different people from iShare Buddy. And we're happy that we're able to share with you things that we know. We interview them and then, they tell you more about what they do as a VA with whatever position that they have. May they be a graphic designer, a video editor, a digital marketer, social media manager. And it's really nice because we're helping each other here to be able to improve your skills, learn more, and of course, get more clients. So I'm really looking forward that you invite your friends, that you invite everyone you know who's a virtual assistant to come by our group. And at the same time, join us and watch us every Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's actually the new time slot, 10 p.m. Unless there's some instances that we need to move a bit early or a bit late, but we'll be announcing it in advance. So again, welcome to those who just arrived here at the live. Please encourage and invite your friends to watch us and learn more from us. So tonight we have a very special guest. Of course, this is one of the let's say handsome guys here at iChar Buddy. And I know there's a lot of you who's wanting to, see him tonight because we invited him to learn more about, what's a day in the life of a virtual assistant. Like we always talk about having virtual assistants on board, like, creative department, social media manager, and they're actually talking about their work. So right now it's different because we want to talk about their personal life as a VA before they became a VA and now that they're VA here at iChar Buddy. So let's all welcome Aaron Costes. Hi, Aaron.
Hey there, Miss Karen. Hey, everyone that's watching. So thank you, by the way, Miss Karen, for that wonderful introduction. I love the fact that you called me one of the most handsome. That's definitely something that I don't receive that often, but thank you. So yeah, I am the general virtual assistant trainer here at IHR Buddy, and I'm glad and I'm happy to be on here finally with you guys, with everyone.
Yes, and believe it or not, I think you're the second, or probably you'll top the first one of the highest or the most viewers that we have.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
Yeah, so again, everyone, Aaron, as he mentioned, he's the trainer here. So every new hire virtual assistant goes under him, and they're
Mhm.
trained under him. So that's how great Aaron is, right? Everyone is trained under him. So Aaron, would you like to tell us more about yourself outside IHR Buddy?
Oh, all right. So, yeah, no problem. So, me outside of IHR Buddy, I'm someone that likes to keep fit a lot. So, whether it be going to the gym, taking a jog outside, or maybe even just riding a bike, I really like to keep myself healthy and fit because I believe that having a healthy body leads to a healthy and productive workflow, right? So other than that, other than hitting the gym or being healthy and such, I also like to do what every other typical Gen Z person likes to do. They like to sit down, watch some Netflix, play some video games. I also like to cruise around in my car because I'm a car guy. So yeah, I mean that's basically me outside of IHR, but I'm a pretty chill dude. I don't really do things too complex or have that much of an interesting life. But yeah, that's me.
Well, that's great to hear because I didn't know those things about you, and I'm sure that most of us here does not know those things about you because
Mhm.
people here knew you as a trainer, and you like games, and of course we didn't know that in cars. So how did you become a virtual assistant? Like what started? How did it started? What made you decide to be a VA?
All right. So, good question. So, it's a very personal reason, but basically, I wanted to prove to everyone and also to myself, of course, that I can actually attain, financial freedom. I can make and generate my own income. So, I wanted to prove that. To myself. So I said, okay, what's the best way that I can do so while I was studying, because I did so while I was still studying. So I looked up, some forums, some job descriptions and such, and I saw that you can be a virtual assistant, and I thought that okay, this is really good. I get to work from home, I get to do all of the other things that I want to do in my life, and of course, generate the income and the financial freedom that I want. So it's very personal. It's something that I really want to prove not only to other people but also to myself. So yeah, that's why I started this journey to become a virtual assistant.
I like that you said the financial freedom, huh?
Yeah.
Is that what you also teach your virtual assistants? When you hire them.
Well, I like to just keep focusing on what I need to teach them. But if I can teach them, some life goals or inspire them as much as I can, I always want to do that as well, because I'm not used to being a public speaker, but I do watch a lot of TED Talks and such, and I love the way that people can sort of inspire other people. So yeah, sometimes I do that with the trainees. I feel like some of them here that are watching may know that. I like to drop some hints, some hints of wisdom here and there. But yeah.
Okay, that's great to hear. So, Aaron, now that you're a VA here at iSure Buddy, like, what does a day in a life look in your day, like during your morning? Because our shift is like 9 p.m., right? 9 p.m. until 6 a.m. So, what do you do in the day? Do you sleep? Do you still do your extracurricular stuff? Do you still go out and spend time with your family? So,
All right. So yeah. So let's get to the nitty gritty of it. So yeah, since like you mentioned, our shift usually starts at around 9 p.m. Philippine time and ends around 6 a.m. Right. So what exactly does a virtual assistant do with that kind of time? Personally, what I do is I'm a big advocate for getting enough sleep. getting enough rest. So that means I usually sleep around 6 to 8 hours. Try to get as much rest as I can, but also save some time to conquer the rest of the day. So I usually wake up at around 12 noon or around 2 p.m. in the afternoon. And then after that, I start my day off with a regular cup of coffee. I mean, who here doesn't like coffee, right? So I always just start off my day with a cup of coffee. It helps me wake up basically, and also it gives me the time to sort of like contemplate on what's been happening in my life, like what am I doing, where am I going, stuff like that. It helps me set goals basically. So I have that me time. So that's very important. I believe that every person here should have, they should have that me time, that personal time for themselves where they could think and such, and of course enjoy it with a cup of coffee. Now after that, like I said earlier, I'm also a big advocate for staying healthy, keeping fit. So I like to do exercise. Since it's the pandemic, of course, I can't really go to the gym, or at least I choose not to go to the gym. So I'm just doing home workouts, watching videos on YouTube, or sometimes, or actually, I'm planning on buying my own dumbbells so that I can like work out more here at home. But yeah, like I said, a healthy body keeps a healthy mind. So I want to make sure that I keep fit and healthy as much as I possibly can. So after I work out, that's usually when I have my first meal of the day. This is going to be around 5 p.m., I guess. So yeah, it's weird to call it breakfast, but that's what I call it. I call it breakfast. Breakfast starts at 5 p.m. for me. I usually have a big hearty one so that I could, feel energized for the rest of my shift, right? So after that, after I get my breakfast, I usually just do some chores, take care of myself, do some skincare because I like taking care of myself, like I said, and do all the toiletry stuff that I need to do. After that, I like to meditate. So meditating, it can be something as simple as reading a book, staring out in the window, listening to some lo-fi jazz music, like the one that you're playing right now, Miss Karen. So
Yeah.
that's usually something that, I really like to do. Like I said, it's always good to take care of yourself, especially when it comes to your mental health. So this is the time that I have for myself again, where I like to think of my goals, think of my own personal life and stuff like that. Now this happens at around, yeah, what's up?
Now, how long? I forgot to ask before you continue. How long have you been a VA?
Oh, well, I've been working here in IHR Buddy for 3 years, for 3 months. Sorry, not 3 years, 3 months. But I've also worked as a virtual assistant before for around 6 months. So that's total of like 9 months, I guess.
Okay. You can continue now.
Okay, all right. So yeah, so like I said, I usually do the meditate. I usually do meditate for at around like 7 p.m. And after that, that's when I sort of slowly get into starting my work day, right? So I process my emails, I check the Facebook group for any updates or announcements that we might have, and to basically just prepare my notes, prepare my my files that I'm going to teach the trainees for their day, because I want to start off the day as as strong as possible, because you guys need to understand that starting your day as strong as you can, starting your day as powerful as you can really equate to how the rest of the day is going to go.
Yeah.
So that's how I always want to do it. I always want to make sure I'm prepared. I always want to make sure that I'm ready for anything so that everything else falls smoothly. So after that, at 9, of course, the shift starts. I get on the call with my trainees. I do what I gotta do. I do my job. Of course, I train them. I do it as diligently as I can. Teach them how the different knowledges that I know, as well as like I said, some hints of wisdom here and there. Some life lessons. I may be young, I know. I'm like 22 right now, but
We're the same age. We're the same age.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of looks like it too. All right, so yeah, I'm 22, but that doesn't mean that I haven't gone through my own share of challenges in my life. So I like to share the things that I've learned from that. So Like I said, the shift starts from 9 and then ends at 6 in the morning. So after my shift, that's when I like to get a snack, reward myself, for the job well done that I did. Maybe I'll even sort of scroll through something like Shopee or Lazada. Maybe it's just tell
Oh,
myself, okay, I deserve this. I deserve this. I did a good job today. I'm gonna buy this new headset. I'm gonna buy this new pair of socks or clothes or whatever. So that's something that I like to do, just to keep myself motivated, right? So that's like an hour. I do that for like an hour. I take care of myself. I reward myself. I do my skincare, get a snack and such like that. And then that's when I go back to sleep and then start the next day again. So that's my routine. I always try to focus on trying to make myself motivated, trying to make sure that I am in the right state of mind so that I can do my jobs, my tasks diligently and effectively as a trainer, and of course as a virtual assistant as well.
that's great. That's great. There's a lot of things I've learned from you, and being a virtual assistant on a graveyard shift, you have a lot of things that you can do in a day, and it's really great. So another question is, there are comments here. I'm not sure if this is your favorite movies. That's why they're commenting it, like Titanic, and Superman. Okay,
uh,
so yeah, can you explain why Titanic?
Titanic. All right. So, because as the trainer, we always have this weekly meeting, where we meet with everyone else from the company. We have Boss Ken there. We have, of course, you as well, Miss Karen, and everyone. So it's my job as the trainer to introduce all of the new hires that we have for the week. And it's also my job to facilitate or host the weekly games. Now, the reason why we get comments like these, like Titanic, is mainly because the games that I have them do usually revolve around guessing movies. And Titanic has shown up quite a lot of times, so I guess that's why they keep saying Titanic.
Uh, that, okay, yeah, I realize. So yeah, we always have a game of movies or songs, right? That's
Yeah, exactly.
okay. Being in the graveyard shift, I know a lot of VAs are wondering because, to be honest, it's really hard to stay awake from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. if you're not used to it. So,
Mhm.
would you have some tips? If it's your first time to be on graveyard shift, how can you stay awake? Without.
Mhm.
I mean, I know that there were times you're gonna be feeling sleepy, tired. But how do you maintain that energy for the whole
Mhm.
night until the morning?
Mhm.
Given
Great
that you're still
question.
doing, given that you're still doing other stuff, right? So,
Mhm. Yeah, great question. So, yeah, I'll be completely honest, Miss Karen. When I started working at IHR, but I had no experience working a night shift. So you can imagine the problems that gave me, trying to adjust to a schedule like this, right? So it became very problematic. But the best way that I found, or the best way that the best solution that I found to keep myself awake is, of course, to stick to a routine. So, like I said, I get as much sleep as I can throughout the day or throughout after my shift. But of course, like you said, there are going to be times when during the shift, it's going to be very difficult because the bed can be very seductive at times. Especially when it's just one door away. So it's really easy to just go on and climb onto the bed and sleep, right? So what I usually like to do is, it's besides getting another cup of coffee, of course, that's pretty common. I also like to take some time off. For myself, like let's say I have the trainees go on breaks, right? I have them do their breaks for like 15 minutes. That's when I sort of take some time for myself. I read a book, sometimes I watch a video, just to try and keep myself awake. Also, during lunch breaks, whenever I do have my lunch, I always try to make sure that I'm watching engaging videos, watching videos that actually interest me, or that actually stimulates my brain. So just so that I could keep it from sleeping or drifting off too much. Also, as a trainer, I also like to interact a lot with my trainees because not only does it help me keep awake, it helps them keep awake as well, right? So I want to make sure that none of them are dozing off, or that they feel like they still belong in the discussion, so that they'll keep awake, and of course that they'll build the habit or the routine of working a night shift. So yeah, that's how I usually go about this whole night shift thing.
Oh, thank you, Aaron. Thank you so much. I'm really happy that we invited you and we've learned a lot of things. Sometimes, yeah, we do admit that we talk about, things to learn, but sometimes we also need to learn things behind what we wanted to learn. Like, being a virtual assistant, it's not about learning the things like skills, but we also need to learn how to live by like a virtual assistant. Like, how do we cope up with the work, and if we're on a graveyard shift, how would we cope up with that kind of time? So thank you, Aaron. Any advice for aspiring virtual assistants, or for those who plan to have to get a work that's graveyard shift, and if they wanted to be a trainer like you?
Yeah, so I guess the only thing that I can give is, or the advice that I can give is to take that first step. I know it's going to be very difficult. I know that there's a lot of thoughts coming or running through your mind, but as this quote from a movie that I forgot says, there's no point in worrying about something, because if you do, you're basically worrying about something twice, right? So if you're worried about having to go through a graveyard shift, even before you've started working a graveyard shift, you're basically putting yourself through the same scenario twice. So there's no point in doing that. So just take the first step. If you want to do it, if you want to try your hand at working.
Sorry.
So that's fine. So yeah, like I said, so if you want to try your hand in working a graveyard shift, go ahead. Take that first step, because it might take you farther than you actually thought. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thank you so much, Aaron, and we hope to invite you again. This time we're going on your next guesting. We're going to talk about how we train virtual assistants. Okay? Thank you for sharing a day in your life, Aaron, and I hope to see you again.
All right. Thank you, Miss Karen. Thank you, everyone. See you all again sometime.
And there you go. It was really great talking to Aaron, and I know that you've learned a lot from him. So for those of you who's aspiring to be a virtual assistant, and that let's say you get jobs that are in graveyard shift, don't be afraid. There are ways. If you're not used to it, you get used to it, and you learn from the tips that Aaron gave. So if you want to watch the video, it's going to be uploaded after this live, so you can watch through and through and, just learn everything that we have tackled here. So thank you so much. We had another meaningful live with Aaron Costas. Thank you so much. And next week, stick around. Not stick around for the day. That's going to take some days. Okay. Next week, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 o'clock. That's the new time slot. We have another special guest and a new learning for everyone. So thank you so much for watching iSure Body Live, and my name is Karen Tavidi. I'll see you again next week. Bye.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Christine Cervantes.
This is Casey, your iSure Body Talent.
My name is Karen.
This is Hannah. I'm AJ.
If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Ken Collier.
We are here today to talk about what can virtual assistants do for you.
Working from home has been working out well.
As a business owner, we're so busy growing our company. We're building, where we don't even get a chance to step away to kind of look at our business from the outside, looking in to see where we really need to fit.
When you have someone helping you around, you just finish things on time. You save time and you save effort.